What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, it's a good one. We're looking at the Kranzle 1122TST total stop system. Fantastic German-made pressure washer. There's tons of talk about this machine and it performs. It does an absolutely fantastic job. But with a price tag of just over $1,400, is it worth it? Stay tuned. We're gonna talk about this machine and then at the end of the video, we'll talk about some comparables, at least as far as performance goes, that are priced much lower, a quarter of the price of this thing essentially, for those people that don't have the budget to spend $1,400 on a pressure washer. And as always guys, if you appreciate this type of content, anything related to car detailing, tips, tricks, how-tos, and product reviews, please consider subscribing. And also don't forget, link down in the description below for you guys. I did partner up with Luke from Wilson Auto Detailing. He's gonna be hosting a live free training event on September 15th, so we're under 10 days away. Make sure to go and register for that event if you're interested in starting or scaling your detailing business to turn it into a full-time job. I get so many questions from people on certain marketing aspects and all these kinds of things on the business end of it. And I'd love to be able to answer everyone. I do my best to, but I know tons are slipping through the cracks. I'm just too busy operating my business and then doing these videos as well. So that's why I wanted to partner up with Luke on this. He's gonna touch on a lot of those points. He's gonna provide a ton of information. So make sure to click the link down in the description below and register for that event. Also guys, I'm gonna jump into the actual performance numbers that I got with this thing here. So you don't have to go through the entire video if you don't want to. I appreciate it if you do, but I am also going to put some time codes down at the bottom of the video. You should see a little bar down there. You can click through and it'll tell you kind of where it's at. So check that out as well. Now let's get back to the review. And first off guys, I will say right when you get this thing, I had it shipped to me. I ordered it on Amazon. I was going to order it from Obsessed Garage, but they were out of stock with it. And I wanted to get it and do the review on this thing sooner than later. So I just went ahead and ordered it. It showed up and right off the bat guys, it's heavy. The plastic on it is quality, super nice. All the components on this thing are super nice. But the first thing, like I said, when you first get this, it's so heavy. And this little guy weighs in at about 65 pounds. Now it does have wheels, so it's easy to transport around. No telescoping handle that opens and closes, but it doesn't need it. It's comfortable the way it sits, works really well. Another thing that I like about this machine is it came 99.5% pre-assembled. The hose reel was intact. Everything was installed on it except for the extra little piece to the handle. I had to install that, which is one little screw. And then also a little plastic piece on the side here that I guess you can use for the cord storage, but you don't even really need it, honestly, but that's 2 screws, no big deal. Actually, it's a T15 to tighten it down. So just so you know, but other than that guys, this machine feels like as soon as you touch the thing, it feels premium. Honestly, I'm one of those guys, I work really hard for my money and I don't want to just, a $1,400 pressure washer, electric pressure washer is a big ask, right? But I will say as soon as you get this thing in person, you see the quality, you see it kind of justifies the price a little bit. You see why it is so expensive. Now I went ahead and tested the machine using the factory equipment, and then I tested it using an aftermarket pressure washer wand with a 3.5 orifice and a 4.0 orifice. So I'm just gonna give you guys those numbers right off the bat here so you don't have to wait and go through the whole video. Now this thing is rated at 1400 PSI, 2 gallons per minute, which are phenomenal numbers, right? And I will say there's a pressure gauge on it, but then I also have a gauge from MTM that I hook in line. I test every pressure washer the same way, and that goes right here as close to the tip as you can get it. It's a 3/8 inch quick connect to get into it. The nozzle on a normal quick connect of a pressure washer wand is a 1/4 inch, so you can't put it directly at the nozzle, but we get it as close as we can. Now I will say there are some discrepancies between this gauge that's on the unit versus the external gauge that I put into it. That gauge is completely accurate. I've used it across the board with all my other pressure washer reviews. It's calibrated, it's a fantastic little gauge and I have complete trust in it. I think it's just the location of it. I don't know, but it's getting a different number. I will say when Obsessed Garage did the review on it as well, he also got different numbers with the external gauge on it. I think he was at 1050, but he also does mention that he has an older unit, same one that he's had for a couple years, and that was getting in the 900 PSI range with the factory equipment. Obviously there is some difference between machines, you know, slight variance between machines, but for me, I was getting 950 PSI. I was also getting 1.9375 gallons per minute, so just under that 2 gallons per minute mark. You can't complain about that. tons of water flow, and it was running at about 14.36 amps. So if you're on a typical 15 amp breaker, you should be fine. The only problem is if you do hook up something like a foam cannon to it that has a smaller orifice, you may run into some issues with your breaker. It may pop and you have to reset it. So keep that in mind. If you're running on a 20 amp, that would be ideal. Then you're not gonna have to worry about anything. Now, additionally, with the 3.5 orifice, I was able to achieve 1200 PSI. And that did drop down the GPM a little bit though, but still fantastic at 1.875 GPM. But with that nozzle, I was running at 16.35 amps. So again, if you're on a 15 amp, you may have issues. You need that 20 amp for that. And finally, we moved on to the 4.0 orifice, which is probably where I'm actually going to run this thing. I'm getting 1000 PSI at 1.925 essentially gallons per minute. And that was running at 14.7 amps. Now let's jump into the rest of the review, guys. I'm gonna move the machine up to the front of the shop and test this thing out. All right, guys, so here is the unit. Obviously, this is laying down on its side, which is, I think, how they want you to operate the machine. So your water inlet comes in right on this side. Nice and easy. You have a pressure gauge right on the top here. And then you have your hose reel, which is totally functional and works absolutely perfectly well. It's very smooth and it is attached to a 50-foot hose. Now the hose, all of you know I do like the Uberflex hose, but this thing is not cumbersome at all. It's very, very flexible and it doesn't kink either. So as far as a factory hose that comes with a pressure washer, this thing is absolutely fantastic. Now it also comes with your pressure washer wand, which is a decent grade. I mean, it doesn't feel like, again, it doesn't feel like super amazing to me, but it's definitely a good quality wand. And then it does have, sorry guys, I have my headphones, I didn't realize it. It does have your connection point to the hose in front of the trigger, which I don't like. I just feel like when you're working with it and the hose is coming here, you run the potential of, you know, hitting that hose on a fender or whatever else. So I prefer when it comes out of the back end, but just nitpicking here, one of the things to note is it does come with 2 extensions. One of them is a turbo nozzle type extension for deep cleaning, your driveways and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't actually increase the PSI, but functionally it kind of does. Again, doesn't increase the PSI, but it gives you more power for cleaning. And aside from that one, they give you this other extension, which is a variable angle. If you look inside, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the prongs open and close just like a foam cannon would. Changes from a 0 degree up to like a probably 40 to 60 degrees, somewhere in there, and works really, really well. So something to note though is that this does have kind of a proprietary system to it. So you just have to line it up. You pull back the sleeve here, line it up, pop it in. There we go, seat it back and make sure it's in. Give it a couple pulls before you use it. You don't want the pressure blowing that thing out of the car. The only downside with this system is that it doesn't have a traditional quick connect on the front, which means you can't run a foam cannon unless you upgrade this and change out the nozzle or out the wand. So we will be doing that, but first we're gonna go ahead and check the PSI rating with this as is. Now I did hook up a quick connect to it here, and then also on the hose so that I can put my pressure gauge in line and test it that way. And then that way we can look at the PSI rating on the gauge that's included on the unit, and then also on this other one that I'm going to attach here. So here is my gauge. This is from MTM, and I'm just going to go ahead and plug it into the system. There we go. Now, an interesting thing, I was watching the review that Obsessed Garage did on this, and Obsessed Garage is kind of the go-to for these Kranzle machines. They stock them all. I was actually gonna order this from them. It just was out of stock at the time and I needed it quickly, so I didn't. I just ordered it on Amazon. I'll link that in the description for you guys as well. But to be perfectly honest with you, if they were in stock, I probably would have gone with the, oh man, what's it called? The 1322 is the Obsessed Garage spec one that he kind of dialed in for car detailing purposes. I would have got that one and tested that. Again, it just wasn't in stock, so I went with this route. Okay, so I went ahead and turned the water on. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the trigger, let the air purge out of the system. Always wanna do that just to be safe. You don't want any air bubbles in the system if you don't have to have them there. So let's do this for a little bit, make sure it's all clear, and then we'll fire it on. Okay guys, so that should be good. Now, one thing to note is the orifice size, the actual hole that this passes through before it hits the angle, is going to be the same across the board. So it doesn't matter if we're running it at a 0 degree angle or a 40 degree angle, it's gonna be getting the same PSI and also resulting in the same amount of GPM or gallons per minute of water flow. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the machine on now. So obviously it does have the total stop system. It runs really quiet. And we will also test the amperage rating with this setup. All right, now interestingly enough, the gauge at the pump that's mounted on the machine is getting a completely different reading than what my gauge is here. I saw on Obsessed Garage's video that he did on this. He had the same result. You know, this thing's rated at 1400 PSI, and on the gauge on the machine, it shows exactly that. So as you can see, there's the gauge. We're gonna go ahead and pull the trigger. And there you go, 1400 PSI.
right on it. Now if we just pull over and look at the gauge that I'm running here, we're at about 950. So if we look at that in comparison to all the other pressure washers that we actually test and test the usable rating as close to the nozzle as we possibly can, this thing's getting 950. Now I think on Obsessed Garage he was getting 1050. My gauge here is from MTM. It's a quality gauge. It's calibrated. Everything's good with it. It's been accurate all across the board. So 950 is what I'm going to say. Obviously there's some variation between machines. Actually in his video I want to say that he had an older machine that he had been using for quite some time, and that was getting around that 950. It was a brand new machine that he was getting 1050 with, but this is a brand new machine and we're getting 950. Now guys, I've also got a 3.5 orifice, and actually I'm going to start testing it with that to see exactly where that sits. So I've got my little, this is just the pressure washer one from Adams. This is from their Adams Pro pressure washer that I use in my truck. I use the McKillen's pressure washer one in most circumstances. This one's in my shop, works great as well. So we're just going to go ahead and plug the gauge in line. So again, I'm going to go ahead and show you the pressure reading on the pressure gauge that I have here, as well as the one on the machine already. So all right guys, so here's my pressure wand setup. The gauge is right there, and then the gauge that comes with the machine is right here. So we're going to go ahead and pull the trigger. And as you can see, we're looking at the red markings. That was about 1600 PSI there. So 1600 PSI, then we're going to move over to my gauge. Okay, so since we're at 1200 PSI, I want to see if I can drop that a little bit more and increase the GPM even more. So I have a 4.0 nozzle here. This is the largest one I have, so this is as far as we're going to go here. But let me plug that in and we'll test that. All right guys, again, 4.0 in the pressure washer wand. Here we go. So about 1400, maybe 1450 there. And just about 1000 right here. So for my usable pressure, guys, at the wand, 1000 PSI. Okay, so my opinion on a $1,400 Kranzle pressure washer. I get it. I do get it. It's a fantastic pressure washer. When you pull the trigger, it's almost instantly on, instantly off. Sounds absolutely pure and like it's running really, really efficiently. The build quality is phenomenal. Everything about it is amazing. And you have the means to spend that kind of money, get it. It's worth it. It's a fantastic unit. It's serviceable. The machine's really, really great. With that said, for the probably 99% of people that don't want to spend that kind of money but still want good results, there's tons of options out there, guys. I would say the Greenworks pressure washers, the Greenworks Pros, the 2300 PSI is a fantastic choice. Doesn't get quite as good numbers, but it gets great numbers. When you start manipulating the nozzle sizes, you get great numbers. Also, the Greenworks 2500 is a more industrial version. It's a little more expensive. I can't remember the price off the top of my head, but it's definitely more expensive. But the 2500 unit specifically comes with an industrial grade pump, all that kind of stuff. It's rated for 1,000 hours. I'm assuming that's probably what this is at as well. 1,000 hours. Typically, you're just kind of big box store pressure washers. The Ryobis, the Craftsmans, all those just kind of general use ones are rated about 100 hours of use, which is still I mean, you know, $100 pressure washer, you're getting 100 hours out of it. That's pretty good. But if you want something that you can service, look at that Greenworks. It does have a delayed startup, which actually helps to calibrate the machine. It's got like some sort of smart technology where it helps to adjust depending on what tip you're using, so it's getting the most efficient output. But with that said, it's a little bit annoying with that ramp up. You get used to it, it's not a problem. And it's like, is it worth an extra, $1,000 for this machine? I don't know. Aside from those guys, like I said, the Ryobi 1600, the Ryobi 1800, the Craftsman 1700, all those little pressure washers, you can manipulate the nozzle, and if you're using it just for car detailing, you can get decent numbers with those at a very, very, very cheap price. I've reviewed the majority of pressure washers out there. So just check out my channel and check out some of those other reviews and see which pressure washer really fits for you. But like I said, this unit at 1,400 bucks, I do get it. I'm keeping this unit for sure. I will be using this in my professional detail business. fantastic unit. I really, really like it. So with that said, guys, I hope that video helps you. Please make sure to like the video, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one.